Well, if you're anything like me, if you're a bourbon enthusiast, your assortment of bottles is probably growing bigger and bigger by the week. Now, there are a lot of bourbons that are very average, ones that you could easily just forget about and never think to go back to them. There's some that are just terrible and you never want to go back to, but then there's others that really stand out to you and draw you back again and again. So I've got a few that are on my shelf right now that I am just loving. There's some common ones and some not so common ones. So let's get to it. I'm Tim the Suburban Dad. First on my list is one that sadly has just passed on. Still Austin cask strength bourbon. This was a single barrel store pick from Total Wine. What was this? 116 proof. Here's the crazy thing. These are aged at least 2 years. Holy cow, the amount of flavor this gets. It's a Texas whiskey, so of course it's going to get more flavor. But even still, 2 years is really pushing it for a minimum. It does not have the usual Texas bourbon twang. If you've had Texas whiskey, you probably know what I mean. This one was much more vanilla and fruit and creamy. It was just, that was my go-to. Clearly, I just killed it the other day. Thankfully, I've got a regular bottle of their cask strength bourbon in reserve, but it's not going to be a single barrel. I've got that one at Total Wine, and they're around like 60-ish, 60 bucks or so. It's really not bad. Great deal. A limited time release that I'm probably never going to see again. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C923. For all of you Elijah Craig Barrel Proof fans out there, you know. This is absolutely delicious. The best Elijah Craig Barrel Proof I've had, maybe that I've had. There was a store pick that rivaled this a little bit, but of the regular releases, this has been fantastic. I have not had one that topped this yet. So, unless you find a Dusty on the shelf somewhere, which good luck, this is a really popular batch that got snatched up quickly. Hopefully you get to try it sometime. But for now, it's gone. Today I'm sipping on Booker's Beamhouse batch. Revisiting that one today. And it is not disappointing. Quite good. I've still got all of last year's Booker's batches to work through. So, I need to drink up. One that I just got and just tried. If you haven't seen that video, check it out now. Quite good. New Holland's Beer Barrel Bourbon. Say that fast 5 times. It's Dragon's Milk. Basically, New Holland and Dragon's Milk are the same company. This is a store pick from Binny's. It is 112.6 proof. I just cannot stop thinking about how much I enjoyed it, how unique it is. The flavors from the stout finish are just amazing. Love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna savor this one for sure. This is not one that you'll find very often, so if you do see it, grab it. It was only 50 bucks, it was on sale. Normally 60, but it was on sale for 50. Another one that's not super hard to find, but is just a great go-to. Wilderness Trail Cask Strength Bourbon. This one is 115.4 proof, and it's aged for 5 years. It reminds me of a cask strength or higher proof Knob Creek. It's very, very similar in taste there. So it's nothing fancy, it's just a nice go-to if I want a little bit more proof to my pour. This is a great option. One that's super common, absolutely overlooked. Too much. Not talked about enough, but you know what? Maybe that's a good thing. So let's keep that to ourselves, shall we? OId Forester 100 proof, their signature red label, red and black label. Screw top, but the flavor on this is so good. So good. It's so vanilla frosting forward. It's really tasty. For 25 bucks, it's freaking fantastic. And last but not least, this one is also extremely hard to get. Distillery only release, Rabbit Hole's Sucrelé. It's fun to say. Sucrelé, sucrelé, sucrelé. This is bourbon aged in maple brulee casks. which is a cask or barrel that had maple syrup in it, and they drained the syrup out, and then they toasted or charred it again to really caramelize that maple syrup sugar. And, oh, it's perfect because it's 106.9 proof, so it's not as weak as Penelope Havana. This was just too sweet and syrupy, too low proof. This is perfect. It gives the maple flavor without being too sweet, and adds a little proof for it to balance it out. Quite good. Distillery only release. I was fortunate enough to have somebody traveling in Kentucky, and they brought it back for me. $50 for a 375 ml bottle. There you go, folks. That's what I'm enjoying these days in terms of bourbon. How about you? What are your top 3 go-to bottles right now? Now, as always, if you're looking to try some great new bourbon and you don't want to worry about leaving the house or hunting down hard-to-get bottles, just go to fruitbat.com, use the code TheSuburbanDad at checkout, and you'll get free shipping. It's a no-brainer. Check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Until next time, cheers.